Hi and welcome. In this video, you are going to learn how to move a user database from one drive to another drive. We are going to move MDF and LDF files of database. And the contents in this video are: we are going to see what are the methods available to move a user database and why do we move these files, and I am going to show you a 5-step process which we follow and what are the points to be remembered to perform this activity, and at the end I'll give you a bonus tip. So before I start the session, I would like to tell you two things. The first thing is you need to have an idea of what is a logical file name and physical file name of a database file. I have already made a video related to this. If you have not watched the video, I will leave a link in the description. You can watch it from there. And the second thing, I request you to watch this video till the end because we are going to discuss each step in detail along with the demo. Okay, let us start this session. So first thing, why do we move these files? In case of any disk space issues, or if currently there is no free space in my C drive or any other drive, we would like to move files from one drive to another drive where we have enough space, right? And second thing is, do not place your database files in C folder, which is a dedicated folder for your operating system, Windows system. Because if the drive is full because of the user database or user database MDF files, your C drive gets full and your system may crash, or you may not even access your server. Or if you need to reboot the server, then your database files will not be accessible. So it is always recommended not to place your database files in C drive. The next thing, what are the three methods? First thing is backup and restore. We take a backup and then restore in the target server, and then we relocate the files to the other drive. And second thing is detach the database and then attach the database files with the new location. And the third one, which is most widely used, alter database and move the physical files. The third method we are going to discuss here in this demo. And there are total 5 steps to be followed to move the database files. We'll see one by one with a demo. Step 1. First, you need to identify the database files you want to work with. You need to know your database physical names and physical location along with the logical name so that you can work with them effectively. Let me switch to SSMS. I'm connected to my server. So here I'm going to create a new database. Create database. And my database name is demo. So I have created my database demo. Refresh the instance and you can see my database has been created successfully. This is my database. And as per step 1, use the script to get the database logical file name and physical file names. Our database name is demo. Execute this code and you will get the physical file names along with the logical file name of your database. Just copy them and paste in the query window so that you can work with them effectively. So these are my physical location of the database files. Okay, we are now going to change it from C to F. Let us see how. For that, going to step 2, take the database offline. Close the existing connections and then take the database offline. You can do it either using query or using GUI. Task and then right click and then you will get task and then take offline. You can drop all active connections here and OK. Now you can see our database has taken offline. And then step 3. We are going to move the MDF and LDF files of the target database to a new location. For example, my data files are present in C drive. I am going to move it to F drive. Just make cut paste or copy paste. and make sure your SQL Server should have an access to the new location. That is, your SQL Server administrator account should have access on the new location or new drive. If you don't have an access, you will get the error, access is denied. So here in the demo, my file located in C drive, I am going to move it to F drive. So let me show you the files present in my C drive. C drive. So here is my data file, and here is my log file. So this is located in my C folder. So as per our step 3, we are going to move these files from C folder to C drive to F drive. Just cut them and then go to F drive, your desired location, and paste them. So depending upon your size of the files, the copy time will vary. Since I have only 8 MB files, it took only few seconds to copy the files to other location. Okay, so our next step is, that is fourth step, change the file location inside the SQL Server. So we have successfully moved our files from C drive to F drive, but SQL Server is not aware of that. You need to tell the SQL Server that the MDF file and LDF file has moved to another location using alter database statement. Here we need to give the new location name for MDF file and for LDF file. Alter database name, modify file, mention the physical name, mention the logical file name of the database and the new location of the physical file. Execute the statement, and you can see here the file demo has been modified in the system catalog. The path will be used the next time the database is started. It means when you bring the database online, our database is going to be hosted from the new location, that is F drive. And the last step is bring the database online using alter database statement. And after bringing the database online, we need to verify that our process is completed successfully using the script shown here. Select the name and physical name from database files to see that our database files has been moved successfully. First, bring the database online. You can see here our database has come online. Now execute the statement to see the new location of the database files. You can see here our database files are located at F drive now. Let me paste here. So previously they were there in the C drive. Now I have moved them to F drive. So in this way we move the database files from one location to another location using this 5-step process. Compared to detach and attach databases, this is quite simple and easier. And here you need to remember few points. First thing, you need to take a full backup of the target database, because if something happens during the activity, we can restore the database to its original form. And no need to restore the SQL Server during this activity. We'll just have the database downtime because we take the database offline so that we can move the MDF and LDF files to new location. And we cannot use these steps to move our master database files because its path is determined by the SQL Server startup parameter. I'll make one more video to show how master database files will be moved from one location to another location. Okay, and the last thing, the bonus tip. So the bonus tip is, when you create a database, how to set a default file location to a database file. In this video you have seen I have moved my demo database files from C drive to F drive. So in future, if I want to create a database, the files should be default go to the F drive, not to the C drive. How do I do that? Go to SSMS and then right click on instance, go to properties. There you have database settings, and you can see default file locations for database. Browse the path for data file and for the log file. So I want to set them in the F drive and OK. For this you need to restart the SQL Server so that your modifications will take place. Our SQL Server is going to be restarted. So after restart, once you create a database, the new files which are created using create database command will go to the F drive only. Let me show you. I'm going to create another database demo123. Okay. Now query this. You can see here my database files are located in demo123. My data files are located in F drive. This is my default folder from now onwards. So using this, I can eliminate the task of changing folders or drive locations for database files. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have any queries, please do comment below, and if you like the video, please hit the like button, share and do subscribe my channel.